Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Ashes of Creation. This is the alpha, okay? So it's just kind of it's gonna have its issues, right? And it's not in an NDA. I checked on that. They got rid of the NDA in October of 2024, which means this can be shown. So now I am going to be picking up where I left off on my level 5 rogue. And I'm going to tell you what I do know about the game, which is not much right now, but what I do know is that I like the way it works. I like the way the game plays. I like the way it feels. It is a completely different experience. And if you've played something akin to like EVE Online, you'll understand how it looks and feels. You'll get it's very I can't even say similar to EVE Online. It's akin, but not like similar. And yes, the loading times do take a bit, so bear with me, bear with the game. It is alpha. It is only Phase 2 alpha. Phase 3 alpha is coming out in May, on May 1st. Right now, the servers are only up temporarily. They're up from, like, I think they said Thursday till Monday. And they do a short server stint, then they take them down. And then, of course, they come back up again every Thursday. And on May 1st, when they switch to Alpha 3, it's going to be a 24/7 server uptime, or so they hope. Hopefully, the Summoner comes out at that time, too, so we can see that archetype. The Rogue archetype was the latest one released. And I decided I was going to take part in that. Now, I don't have any armor, by the way. None at all. And, you have your buffs in here. PvP opt-in protection. Ambusher when attacking from behind. I gain 10% bonus crit chance. Your skills are in your skill tree right here when you hit K. And there when I mount. I now have dash. When you have advantage, dodge is converted to a quicker dash that only costs 30 stamina. Down here, you can see that you have your combo attacks. That seems a bit loud. Let me turn that down just a hair. Actually, let me turn it up there, but let me turn it down in the game. Give me 2 seconds here. What's that? One thing they do need to do, and I do like the music, don't get me wrong. I do like the musical score. But I'm going to turn it down a little. Turn it down a lot, actually. One of the things they do need to do, and this is something that if I could get to talk to them, I would, the key bindings. Like, oh, there it is. They did change it. Okay, cool. Because this wasn't there the other day when I played it. Action cam, weapon attack. Okay, so left mouse button also works for weapon attack. There's no way that works. Oh, they did change it for... No way. Oh, okay, so it's action cam and guard. I just want this to be the right mouse button. And I want this to be left mouse button. So much easier now. Oh my goodness, that'll make it so much easier. Except now I can't change my camera. Oh, that's gonna be awful. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back to this and this being... Actually, you know what? We'll change this to right mouse button. And then the guard will be E. There we go. So now I can attack, and I can move my camera. Well, maybe not. Actually, let's go back to default. Yeah, let's go back to the default. Anyhow, so this game, to me, is... Ooh, Skeleton Knight. And he's a rare. Pardon me while I go kill him. You can tell they're rare because of the star above their name. And yes, a lot of things in this game will just do a ton of damage to you. So, as you can see there, I'm just taking a ton of damage. That should root him. I'm gonna die. And I died. Yeah. That was a little loud, too. Sorry about that. So, I will revive and lie in hold. Sorry about the noise there. But as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of health. Mana is, well, mana. And I will turn down the sound effects volume as well as the voiceover volume. Which, their voiceovers, How do I put this? Their voiceovers can be a little problematic. Did I just... Oh. Those people were at war. Anyway, your skill trees you can respec much like you can with any other MMO. And I've thought about respecking and getting out of things like the Feint or the Acrobatic Strike. Because if I do have Flurry here, physical attack speed can increase, set up to 12 seconds, weapon combo finishers grant a charge of Flurry. Doesn't interrupt your weapon combo. Zoom's advantage to trip them for an extra second. And they have days that imply silenced. Well, then of course you have weapon talents. So you have weapon talents for your active skill shots, you know, your active skill stuff, depending on your weapon you're using, which your weapons do level. As you can see, I have dull daggers, and they're at 76%, so they're going to level again soon. I have 0 for active skill points. And then you have stuff where you can spend your stamina, which is, I use Focus Sprint because I don't ever do a lot of guarding or stuff like that, and I need to get better at that. But we're going to respec this. I don't really care for that throw, because it bounces multiple targets, so I'm not a fan of it. So we will go with Acrobatic Strike, Flurry, Feint, and Agile. We'll go with that. So now I have Flurry, which is there. We'll get rid of that. There we go. And you start out, well, you don't start out with a horse, but you do get a horse early on, which does increase your movement speed, but not by a whole lot. I mean, to be fair. Most of your earliest quests are going to be here at the commissions board, which, again, is fine. You know, you just take a look at the quests you are, you take a look at the level you are, which is, I'm a 5. So, kill Griffins and Griffin's Roost, Lumbermill Lost, Griffin's Survey, and Warhelm's Shadow. And we'll grab those 4, and we'll go there. Now, the professions work in a rather interesting way, is you could be Grandmaster in 2 of them. And there's 22 professions. So, it's... Wait a minute. Is that the Griffin's Roost? No, that's Undead in Warhelm Garrison. That's right over here. Oh, it's actually up there. Oh. Okay, then. Which means I have to cross that rickety bridge over there, which means I have to go up there. Okay. Or up over here to the right. Either way. But nevertheless, this... I like the way the game looks and feels. I like the way it plays. Even though I got completely manhandled by a skeleton out here. I still love how it plays. Raven's an awfully weak Raven. There's a skeleton knight all the way up there, and he's also got a star. So let's go over here and... Now, Glint is used as a trash item to just get, That's not working out so well. You can also re-stealth in combat. And as for the stealth, I don't know if there's ways to improve it yet. I haven't found those. Oh, right there it is. Attacking out of stealth grants Guile. Ethereal, Shadow Step, Cold Embrace. It seems kind of interesting. Explore Griffin's Nest, and that's a griffin. Oh, Griffin's Nest is down here. What's that done? Probably a good idea that I didn't go over there. I'd probably just get absolutely destroyed. And speaking of the professions, you can actually like chop down the oak trees and harvest, stuff along the ground and whatnot. And it's meant to have players be like the backbone of the economy by basically having it so that the players themselves kind of, you almost want to have them be like, for example, let's say I want to be a master weaponsmith, and I want to be a master or a grandmaster weaponsmith, which is what I want to do, and a grandmaster metal processor. Okay, I won't be able to mine grandmaster level materials per se. I have tons of quest items. Griffin's Nest is over here, so I won't be able to get grandmaster level. I can hear combat in the distance too. Okay. I figured I could just go up there and kill him. I figured I could just go up there and kill him and get free experience. Nope. I was mistaken. Boy, was I mistaken. But I won't be able to mine the highest level materials, okay? So the mining of the highest level materials is a bit difficult. You just won't be able to do it at all. So you will need a Grandmaster Miner to mine those minerals so that you can then process. And they kind of want the economy to work that way so that you have to rely on another player to get certain items, and then those players have to rely on you to get others, right? So that's kind of the idea. I'm going to loot my stuff again. Because if you don't loot your stuff, it can be stolen. Like, other players can come up and loot it. But I believe that flags them as corrupt, so be wary of that. Now, corruption happens when... What does it say? Factory hardened picks. Oh, I'm in that citizen's node, so that means my mining goes quicker. Okay, cool. Gotta listen. Oh. But, no, they want the economy to function off of other players. So they want you to interact in such a way that you have to buy stuff from other players, or they have to buy stuff from you to get to what they want to make. So if it's finished products they want to buy off of you, you have to have the way to process the stuff, or you have to have the way to actually procure the items to then pay somebody to process it, or, you have to pay somebody to go out and mine it, or buy it off, somebody that has mined it. With that being the case, the PvP systems. Now, I have not done any PvP, but as you can see, I can't get Spindlevine or Gloomy Paws or anything like that. Was that Paws or Moss? Pross. Gloomy Pross. Can't get any of those. Coming around here to the Corvids in the killing fields. But the PvP in this place is corrupt players show up on the map, and you can kill the corrupt players and get a bonus. Because how it works, from my understanding, is if you die and somebody loots your stuff, that comes out of your materials bag. Okay? So my glint and so on and so forth falls out of my materials bag when I die. If you die when you are corrupt, you will lose a piece of gear as well as materials from your materials bag. And no, it does not flag the other player as corrupt for, as far as I know, for killing a corrupt player. So it kind of lends to being able to bounty hunt. Wait, is that a tree? You could chop down that adult oak if you felt like it. Not that I need the logs, because I'm not going to do lumber processing. I'm a miner. I'm going to do metal processing and blacksmithing, weaponsmithing. Now, they may do a server wipe when the third alpha comes out, which if they do, all of the player-run nodes, such as, you know, Jova, and no, they can't name it, so it was named Jova. Winstead, stuff like that. Envious and I. So there is faction warfare going on. But if you look at like the flag over here, this is an event. Firebrand the Devouring Flame. You just extinguish the flame and that finishes the event and you get experience for it. Sometimes loot. I don't know what the Befallen Forge is. I'm guessing that's a dungeon. But you have 8 classes. So far they only have 7 out. The 8th class, which is Summoner, is coming soon. I'm hoping that the Summoner is really good. Oh, stunned. I'm hoping that the Summoner's interesting, because if the Summoner is not really an interesting class, I wonder how it's all going to work, right? Because, like, sounds to me like you can summon, so far that I've heard, you can summon 3 types of pets. A DPS pet, a tank pet, or a healing pet. And it's like, okay, well, if I can get those types of pets, then, you know, what if I'm a rogue and a summoner later? Because you can combine classes after level 25. And yes, I am absolutely deleting these people. Normally, they would aggro if they're close enough, but I don't think they were close enough. That's the problem I have. It says I'm being observed and cannot enter stealth, which means I cannot use my most powerful ability, stealth, when I'm being observed by a player, even. Even if the player is allied. And that's not right. I should be able to stealth regardless. Well, that's not good. Which is kind of sad that, again, you know, I didn't think I was going to make it. I really didn't. Like I was saying, I'm not a fan of how you can't use stealth with other players watching. I get, because it's a game that's going to have PvP, so you don't want players to be able to just stealth up and kill you, but you want to be able to utilize stealth in a timely way and in an efficient fashion. I'm being observed, I guess, by his horse. Because you could stealth in combat. That's one of the things they said. So if you could stealth in combat, it's clearly not the combat portion that's doing it. This is just insane. I was playing a bard the other day, doing this same exact quest, same exact mission, and it's not that I was having a struggle with it. It's just that it's much easier doing it as a rogue. Because I could just skulk in and kill him. Like this poor dude. He's not even going to know what hit him. Yeah, he's an NPC, but he's still not going to know what hit him. I have never torn this place apart quicker than now. This is ridiculous. That's just insane. But there's a lot that I like about this game, because you could turn these in. So, like, I just did Lumber Mill Loss. As you can see over here, it's finished with a green check mark, right? I can just complete the commission. And I just completed it. I got the quest experience, which is down here in the bottom, which it's a slow grinding experience, don't get me wrong. But it's like when I can finish it that fast, and I don't even have to go anywhere to turn it in. That's crazy. Like, when have you ever had an MMO that did that? It says, oh, you don't have to turn it into the... Wait. That's interesting. Go here. Check my weapon. Deadly finisher, damage increased. What did I choose? The bleeding finisher? Wound and snare. Honestly, I should probably go with snare. Now notice I just changed that on the fly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. So I'm not gonna get another point in here until I'm level 6. You get behind him like this, and you just go... Flurry's okay, but I like that it gives me attack speed. I mean, is there something else I could do? Let's get rid of Flurry. Let's respec this, because I don't mind this whole thing, like the acrobatic strike. That's cool. That's cool, and that's cool. Banshees is silence for 4 seconds. It applies trip. We're going to try that one. We're going to try tripping people. I kind of like that idea. Being that, like, snot-nosed youth that's, like, sneering at people when they... There you go. Wait, did it really not let me do that? But yes, animal husbandry is in the game. You can breed mounts. So if you wanted to do that, you could. I can't believe I've been playing for 25 minutes. Holy crap. But I like the direction the game is going. Other things that I've seen about this game so far, like the way that you have to combo things together, and I don't just mean with a rogue, I mean like with a mage. Can't mine slate? Are you kidding me? Anyway, with the mage, you have to combo things together like chilled, and then another chilling effect makes a frozen effect. How do I get moved? Obviously not down the hole in the ground. Sorry, dude. He just yeeted himself off. Just was like, yep, we're just gonna go yeet ourselves off this hole. I do want to. Wait, did I get enough money from that one quest to? It's 1365. No, I did not. There's the thing over there. I can go there. Is that a tradesman? Trades rep Deshawn. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay, so they apparently have a spore-based attack that does damage to me after they die. Note to self, whenever you kill a shroom-looking thing, don't stand around it. It was news to me. It says debuff over poison, taking poison damage over time. Great. Oh, a little bit of lag there. That was interesting. I haven't had that before. Ah, yes, the Ember Springs. So when you discover them, you can start choosing when you die, what location you want to go to. Whatever location is closest to your corpse, generally. I didn't have any of them but Lion's Hold, so I was relegated to taking the Lion's Hold. I see over here is somebody's stuff. That's somebody else's body. Come upon it, and it says interact. And as you look through it all, that's someone else's. You could steal it, but you could become corrupt. See, like you as a combatant. So I'm gonna leave it there. Skeleton. And I'm dead. Heaven's End is right over there. So he died. See, you pull more than one mob, you're pretty much dead unless you got a heal button. The game is not for the faint of heart, for sure. It really takes this game, it's like a hold no prisoners, take no prisoners type of game, and I like that about it. I really do. Because if this game was to hold your hand like World of Warcraft or something, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, sir. Did you want my loot? Yeah. You probably didn't think, oh wait, he was right there. Uh-huh. I need to figure out how to get where I'm going here. I need to go up and around that way and then all the way through the garrison, apparently, to get to the Griffin's Nest. And you can sprint well in stealth, and it eats your stamina. There's 8 classes in the game. Well, 7 so far. I was an idiot. I just walked right up and hit him. So, there's Bard, Cleric, fighter, mage, rogue, ranger, tank, and summoner. And as you can imagine, each one does its own thing. Now, bards are kind of interesting because their abilities are kind of like a dual-edged sword. One of the first things they get is called Quick Wit, which, if you use it on yourself, heals you, but if you use it on an enemy, it does damage. Depends on who you're targeting. Bards can do some really kind of crazy shenanigans by pulling 2 to 3 things early on and just quick-witting themselves to heal. And then I'll have to hop on the bard and show you. What's this? Oh, those are the parcels I have to find. I didn't know what they look like. Now that I know what they look like. I saw that it was an interactable, and I was just like, what is that? Didn't know what it looked like. Now I know it's one of the parcels. Problem solved. There's another parcel right there. A little bit laggy there, which, again, when a game's in alpha, you can kind of forgive it for its little nuances, little, lag burps and whatnot. The fact that I can sprint as fast as a horse. Look at that. Ridiculous. Let's see if I can sell my stuff and buy a new weapon. And then I'll get on the bard and I'll show you what I was talking about. But like I was saying, I've lost my train of thought multiple times while doing this one, while recording this. And the reason is because there's so much interesting about it that I don't want to miss anything, but at the same time, by not trying to miss everything, I'm missing everything. So when it comes to like the class, when you can get 2 of them in the meshes, I don't know what it is. I was gonna say class comparison, but that's not it. You have to. They say that the secondary class you choose is going to improve the abilities of the primary class you have, which means if I go summoner as my secondary class, that means my primary class of rogue will start picking up bonus summoner stuff. I'm gonna buy some copper daggers. Probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Now, presumably, my DPS and my damage will go up. Presumably. Because it says 44 physical critical chance rating, force strength, power, and attack speed. This says power and attack speed by 148, 31 strength. I lose strength, but I pick up physical critical rating. So, we'll see. He doesn't want those items. Cool. We will delete those. Nice. Now that we've gotten new daggers, we can go test their damage. I need to go up here, and then I need to go to the right. Now, for the combined classes, I don't know if they mean like I'm gonna get, because surely they're gonna have to have the summoner have abilities of its own that do damage that can somehow improve. Say if you're a tank summoner, you're gonna have to be able to improve the tank's damage or durability or something as a summoner as well, which means the abilities are gonna have to blend with what you have. But I don't know how they're gonna do that because again, the summoner's not out yet, and you have to be level 25 to get that. So we're not quite there yet. Knowing what we do know about the game, I do like the direction so far. I think this game shows a lot of promise, tons of promise, and I think that if people were to try it, which you can't really just go and try it, sadly, And that's because, well, it costs money to get into the wow. It costs money to get into the alpha, which again, if you have the money to get into the alpha, give it a shot. If you don't, wait, get into the beta. That was very close. Respawns are coming back. That's a problem. What am I, being observed by a horse or something? Jeez. Again, if they could fix that right there, you're being observed and cannot stealth. I don't like that. They're gonna have to change that. Oh, it's gotta be down below. Yep, it is. Can't do that, otherwise I'll aggro him, so... I find nothing. Wonderful. Isn't that a great quest? Quest journal was updated, though. And I just wiped the aggro right there. Only to come back and put him in the grave. Getting out of there. Dude. Okay. What was that? Grimskin cotton thread. Medium shoulder armor. See, now I don't know if it's supposed to be medium armor that a rogue is supposed to wear. This is light armor. There we go. I imagine that a well-played class of any kind can dispatch multiple enemies. I imagine. Now you can sit down with, like, I believe it's the letter X. It is. And that slowly gives you health and mana because it regenerates quicker because you're resting, which is cool. I mean, to be honest, other MMOs didn't do that, so I can appreciate that. And everybody runs off mana, just so you know. Every single class runs off mana. and I really love this game. And I haven't even been able to play a lot of it because I've been doing the High Warlord grind, and that is, I tell you, the people that made the High Warlord grind in World of Warcraft before Decay and even after Decay, it takes some serious fortitude, because you have to sit there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna set out and do this. Otherwise, it just does not feel good to do. Because it's just it is an absolute slog. Like I've done 400,000 honor this week, and I need to do another 100,000 in the next 2 days. And I'm recording this as of the 19th. So yeah. It's tough. It is definitely tough. What is this? Corrupted 9th shield, huh? Okay, he saw me. That's... Thanks for that, I guess. He doesn't do all that much damage. That's a plus. I didn't want to guard. Get it off the guard, man. Why can't it get off guard? I was trying to attack him, but it wouldn't get off guard. It, like, locked guard into place. Well, anyway, I'll get on the other character, and, it locked my guard in place, so it wouldn't allow me to do attacks, because I pressed E, apparently. Yeah, like right now, it's locked into guard again. There it goes. Oh, it's still locked into guard. How does that even happen? Well, apparently he can turn into Muhammad Ali there, or Michael J. Fox. He gets Parkinson's. Look at that. I don't know why it does that, but... And the fact that you can hit left click to attack, the fact that that shield guy revived, kind of lame. Was not expecting that. But yeah, this is Ashes of Creation. I like it. It's an interesting game. I'm going to switch over to the Bard real quick, and I'll show you the shenanigans they can get up to. But I enjoy it for what it is so far. Yeah, it's got bugs. It needs... Hey, the Bard knew I was going to play it. It's got bugs. It's got problems. But it's alpha. So they're allowed. I'll let it pass. And I need to open up Green Shot. Then I can go like this. Aha. Got it. Beautiful. All right, so here's the Bard, as you can see. All right, he's got a spell book, and He plays melodies. This one happens to give him a movement speed boost. It's up here, and increases his stamina regeneration by 1, which allows him to kind of run longer than other players. He is more of a support class, but you'll see. Lag. And then you can just target yourself and be like, okay, I want to heal. And that's the thing about the Bard, is like, oh, this guy's not doing well. Here, you can have a heal. And we wait for a minute here, and then we just go, there you go, we can have another one. Future Summoner. Cute. I forgot to heal myself with number 1. I instead did damage with it. My mistake. But, as you can see, if you were to play it, if you were to play it smart and not play it like me, like a complete buffoon, I could have played around it. But if we look here, you get to see some of their skills. Pensive Melody gains, restores mana equal to percentage of magic power. Cheerful Melody. Now, it doesn't really matter what your instrument is. I could play bongos. Doesn't really matter. Bending Dance, Shielding Dance, so you can heal people. Actually, let's go with Shielding Dance. That way, I can heal myself. There we go, let's try that. Let's play the bongos. Oh, no. Oh, okay, so it's still a fiddle sound, but it uses a drum. Doesn't make sense. I mean, I want to get on that Ashes of Creation, people. Recover by loot. Boy, did I lose a lot. What are you doing pulling all that stuff, my friend? See what I mean? You know what I mean about this? About bards kind of breaking the mold about you can only pull one thing without dying? Bards are kind of busted in that sense. Yeah, I pulled like, what, 5 there? No worries. Had it 100% under control. mean, it's insane the way that a bard can work. Like, most other classes would have been dead by now. This is kind of busted, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm out of mana now, but... I might be able to do it, though. So I'm running out of mana, but... Maybe I should switch to that other song that restores mana. Instead of going with movement speed. There you go, that's an idea. Yeah, that's not broken at all. Stores mana equal to percentage of mana power. Sure, let's go with that one. It's totally broken. There's no way these should be loud. I'm sorry. Bards need to be nerfed already. It's like, oh yeah, let me just pull 3. Sure. Oh, 4. Okay, cool. Let me just pull 4 of them. No big deal. Yeah, so for those thinking about playing a bard, if you could do what I'm doing there, you'll do just fine as a bard. Yeah. Bards might just be a little broken. A smidge. But I'm gonna leave it here. And this was Ashes of Creation. Yes, I only showed you 2 of the classes so far. Yes, I don't have anybody over level 10 so far, because I joined the alpha a little late, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. This game is absolutely fantastic to play. It is made in the Unreal Engine, which is why it looks so good. And it honestly, it's not even taxing my system. I've had 0 drop frames, short of the lag, of course, in the game, which again, alpha can't really help that. The game just feels good. The classes feel good to play, and I've played all of them. I've played every single one of them. We made characters, got them to level 3 or 4, ditched them, built a new character, got it to 3 or 4, ditched it. I played the fighter. I don't really care for it. Played the tank. He's kind of weak on the offensive side. Makes sense. He's a tank. He's supposed to take damage. Bard seems way too strong for what he is. And Intrepid Studios might want to fix that. Seems a little broken. Just a smidge. Mages are kind of strong, but then again, once you get on top of them, they're kind of weak. Makes sense. It's a mage. Only class I haven't played yet's the Summoner. I'm waiting for that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a wonderful time. And definitely keep a lookout for this game. Get some eyes on this, because to me, this game is going to be huge. With everything being player run, with these nodes. Each of these nodes right here, like this one, Jova, Halcyon, Winstead, all of these nodes, these are all run by players. All run by players. They all have, people being the mayor of them running these nodes. So, and that's just a fragment of the actual world that is going to be out. There's going to be more and more and more. And of course, they're adding ships soon. This game is not going to be out for a while. But the stage it's in now, I like it. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. Hope everybody enjoys this video. Hope everybody has a wonderful tomorrow. And as always, have a good one.